Hello Mousers! Today I want to talk mainly about this petrol crisis that we're having in Britain, which seems to have stemmed from basically stupidity on all sides. The petrol crisis comes from the unions involved with the tanker drivers and people like that, saying that they want a pay increase, and everyone else saying, well, we haven't had a pay increase, some of us haven't had a pay increase in 3 or 5 years. Why do you deserve a pay increase now? And the union's saying, well, if we can't have a pay increase to get better conditions for our workers, then we're going to go out and strike. Because that's basically how unions work. Because let's admit it, a union doesn't actually have an awful lot of power when it comes down to it. The idea is that it's there for the workers, but if people say no, they can't really do anything. They don't set the prices, they don't set the amount of use of the fuel, and they don't set the amount that people are going to get paid. Other people do that. They just shout and stamp their feet and try and bargain collectively on behalf of their members. So when everyone said no, they went, well, we're going to go out and strike, because that's basically their last resort. And as a result of that, the Prime Minister, David Cameron, suggested that people might want to circumvent the problem by filling up their tanks right to the top and filling up some jerry cans just to make sure you've got a little bit of extra fuel for those emergencies. Now, on one hand, that would be okay. If people only took what they needed and knew that they would need it, that would be fine. But the world's not fine. The world has never been fine. The world is full of stupid, ignorant, selfish people who decided that the best thing they could do is take all of their cars out and fill up at the nearest petrol station right to the brim, and then take the car home and maybe top up after that if they needed it. Just make sure that their tank's still full, despite the fact that a lot of these people, and I've heard this from the radio, a lot of interviews, a lot of people are bringing their cars out when they know they're not going to need the car. They just want to make sure. And they've already got 3/4 of a tank. They're going to top it up anyway and they'll get some cans if they can. So what has actually happened is the Prime Minister's caused a panic buying, and the sheep and the dickheads and the stupid people that exist everywhere and who only drive on Sundays in the bright sunshine because their brain is powered by the fucking sun, then they go out and they get in everyone's way and take all the petrol, and as a result we have no petrol in the country anymore. This is despite the fact that the petrol drivers who were possibly going to strike at some point haven't struck yet. All the deliveries are still going through, and yet we have a petrol shortage because people can't think. And all I'd like to say from this, and what I really want you to take away from this is, if you don't need petrol immediately, don't get it. If you don't need petrol for the next few weeks, don't go out now and take what's left. Because certain people are running out of... I've seen it in the street. People as cars are stuck at the side of the road because they can't get petrol. These are normal people just wanting to get to and from work, and they can't because someone with their massive 4 miles to the gallon dickhead mobile has been taking petrol for their couple of journeys that they do every now and again. So thanks very much, idiots on all sides, for ruining the country for no reason. If you take anything from this, it's that you should think before you do. And on that note, I've been Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching a video, and I'll see you on Monday.